Those items include a Sherpa blanket, a Michigan winter beanie, a co-branded Michigan and Detroit Pistons crew neck, and a unique long-sleeve shirt at Sneakerhead Night, all depending on the pack you select. Get the full details over at mgoblue.com/tickets. That's mgoblue.com/tickets to watch the Michigan hoops and secure some exclusive items with Michigan basketball promo packs.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
8 months ago, these two teams clashed in the Sweet 16. Now, they're likely playing for a spot in the championship game or the third-place game, and some more NIL money here at this Players Era Championship. Michigan at 5-0, Auburn at 5-1. Terry Mills, how can Michigan all but lock up a championship game berth with a victory? What are your keys tonight?
Well, it's going to start with perimeter defense. Michigan's got to have that mentality of guard your yard, kind of take on those one-on-one matchups. You know, they want to try to get downhill. Michigan's got to keep them out of that painted area, and that's going to start out front. Michigan has rim protectors, but I would like to see Michigan move those puppies and keep them out of that paint. Second is defensive rebounding. Auburn is a high-rate offensive rebounding team, averaging 15 offensive rebounds a game. Michigan's got to have that mindset of one and done when it comes to rebounding. All hands on deck. They're going to send 5 players to the boards. And offensively, sharing is caring. Continue to share that basketball, moving it around from side to side. Don't allow it to stick on offense, and play to your strengths. That's inside, get it in that paint, and dominate.
Michigan shot 66% from 2, a lot of that in the paint. And Michigan had its 9 rotation pieces all play between 15 and 26 minutes, and they all scored between 6 and 15 points. So the balance was most certainly there for the Maize and Blue. Let's give you the starting 5. First, for the men from the Plains, the Auburn Tigers ranked in the AP poll at number 21. They've been there in that AP poll for 38 consecutive weeks. Their star on the backcourt side of things is Tahad Pettiford, averaging 13 points a ball game. He had 20 against Michigan in the Sweet 16 back in March. Joined back there by Kevin Overton in his third stop. Was at Drake as a freshman, Texas Tech as a sophomore, and Elijah Freeman. He was a D2 player last year, averaged 19 and 9 at Lincoln Memorial University. He's now with Auburn. The leading scorer and the second leading scorer in the SEC is Keyshawn Hall. 22 a game, plus 10 rebounds, 2 assists in 31 minutes. Did not play against Jackson State Wednesday. Back healthy and ready to roll. He played 36 minutes against Oregon yesterday. And the man in the middle is Keyshawn Murphy, a fourth-year grad student. Battled some foul issues. 4 fouls in 18 minutes, logged 7 points. The head coach is Stephen Pearl, taking over for his father, Bruce, who retired in late September. Pearl, 5-1 in his first go-around as the head man. Associate head coach is Ira Bowman. Assistants, Corey Williams, Mike Burgomaster, Ian Borders, and Matt Gatens. For the 7th ranked in the AP poll and 6th ranked in the coaches poll, Michigan Wolverines, a flawless 5-0, winners by 40 over San Diego State. Last night, the point guard, a good friend of Tahad Pettiford, Elliot Cadeau. He dropped 13 points, but only has 1 assist exactly in each of his last 3 ball games. Never had back-to-back games with just a single assist in his collegiate career before this run. Damari Burnett got going. He had 11 points plus 7 rebounds, tied a career high with 3 offensive boards yesterday. Inside, Michigan going with a big 3 again. Yaxel Lendeborg has led this team in scoring each of the last 3 ball games, joined by Morez Johnson Jr., who's averaging almost 3 offensive boards a game, and Adai Mara, who you heard from head coach Dusty May, didn't handle the success from Wake Forest in Game 2 all that well. See if he can get going again. 7 points, 8 boards. He'd have 3 blocks in the win over the Aztecs. The aforementioned head coach Dusty May, 32-10 at Michigan, 158-79 overall. Assisted by Mike Boynton Jr., Akeem Miskadeen, Justin Joyner, Drew Williamson, and today's pregame guest, Kyle Church. And of course, Director of Basketball Operations, KT Harrell, with a bit of a homecoming in Las Vegas. He scored almost 1,200 points in 2 seasons at Auburn to conclude his college career. His final season was with Bruce Pearl in Pearl's first year with the Tigers. Our referees tonight, Keith Kimball, Don Daly, and Brett Smith. Michigan in the big game maze. Auburn counters in the navy blues with burnt orange lettering and numbering. Keith Kimball set to flip it up. Keyshawn Murphy waits for Auburn. Adai Mara for Michigan. And a volleyball attack finally comes down to Auburn. And the Tigers will start left to right as Elijah Freeman hands off to Tahad Pettiford. Pettiford, leave it for Freeman, high to the right wing. It was an 84-73 win over Oregon for the Tigers. Right baseline jumper, no good, but a foul coming on Namari Burnett as Pettiford spilled to the deck. Burnett with some contact, and Tahad Pettiford, a 78% free throw shooter, earns a couple of free throws, 19 seconds in.
Yeah, Namari Burnett's a much smarter player than that. You don't want to foul jump shooters, and quite sure he will correct that in a hurry.
So Pettiford at the stripe. The southpaw lets it fly and knocks it down. Auburn the early 1-0 lead. Pettiford tied a career high against the Ducks 24 hours ago. Before that game, he was shooting just 29% from the field on the young season. Splashes down both, and it's 2-0 Auburn. Tigers bringing some full-court press to start things out on Michigan's first offensive possession. Cadeau lobs it up, caught by Lendeborg. Michigan charges right to left. They break that press with ease.
Yeah, well, you got to make them pay. If they want a full-court press and you can get it over the top, as Michigan did, you got to be ready to attack.
Mara had it poked away, and it's picked up by Overton for Auburn. To Pettiford left wing, push pass Overton straight on. Considers a three against Johnson. Now drifts to the right wing, pauses right elbow, floats it over Mara, misses it off to the right, and Lendeborg peels off the Michigan rebound. Head up Lendeborg right to left, jumping post entry feed Mara. High block left, banging against Murphy. Hooks left baseline, no, but he gets fouled. So Keyshawn Murphy, who had 4 fouls in 18 minutes yesterday, picks up his first 56 seconds in, and Imara heads to the free throw line.
Well, this is one of those games where Amara has to be aggressive. Understanding right now he had a post touch, and they're not double teaming him. So the last time teams did not double team him, he had a monster game.
Mara on the year is 5 of 12 from the stripe. First one, a line drive that goes. Last year at UCLA, Mara was a 58% tosser, averaging almost 11 points and just a tick shy of 10 rebounds a ball game.
Yeah, what's unique about this big lineup, a lot of people are concerned about it, usually only lasts about 5 minutes before Coach Dusty May makes his switch.
Second free throw no good, so Auburn maintains the skinny 2-1 lead. Pettiford almost dribbles it out of bounds far sideline, now wheels his way to the right wing, pauses at the point, leans in, floats over Mara, air ball on a floater, and then a blocking foul comes on Michigan as it was offensively boarded by Elijah Freeman. Auburn outstanding. They are 13th nationally in offensive rebounding, 42%, and that time good anticipation on a ball that was a 1.5 feet short from Pettiford.
Yeah, and that's just flying around with Auburn. I mean, you got to be able to meet them outside of that paint, put a body on them.
Inbound and out of bounds goes Elijah Freeman, who caught it, stepping on that far sideline in the corner near Michigan's bench. So turnover for the Tigers.
Yeah, they don't turn it over a whole lot, only 8 times a ball game, so.
Auburn 2, Michigan 1, 18:37 to go here in Las Vegas. Day 2 of the Players Era Championship. Lendeborg drives in, jump stops left lane line, fades away and rattles it home. Michigan's first advantage, it's 3-2, 1:35 in.
That's textbook there. I mean, you kind of teach kids that for 4 years and can't get them to do that. Is landing on 2 and using your pivots.
Spoken like a former coach in Terry Mills. Left point Murphy, over to the left side Freeman. Around a screen from Murphy, darts into the paint, gets away with a pivot footwalk. Jab step left side Hall, shoots a 3 over Johnson. Hard off the back heel, offensive board Overton. Pettiford drives in, Euros over Mara, bangs it off the rim and the backboard. Rebound spills down, secured Pettiford. Left wing shot fake around the rainbow Freeman. Catch and shoot 3 ball and swirled it out off a window and then rim bounce. Rebound Michigan. Left corner, Burnett wide open for a 3 ball, and he knocks it down. Namari's 7th 3, his 3rd here in Vegas, and the Wolverines have a 6-2 lead, 17:36 to play first half.
Yeah, you gotta love the way Michigan shares that basketball, just advancing it up ahead.
A Let's Go Blue chant already emanating here in front of a crowd that was bigger than the tail end of the first session. A St. John's pull-away win over Baylor to get to 1-1 in this event. Baylor fell to 1-1. Free throw line, a drive from Overton. Over Mara, no good, but a foul. And Dusty May can't believe the call from Don Daly. Adai Mara picks up his first. Already the team's third, and two of Michigan's big men, Mara and Johnson, each with one.
Yeah, I talked about how you got to keep Auburn out of that paint. They want to try to get downhill, but kind of thought he got away with a little hook there going down the lane.
So 2 free throws for Kevin Overton. Had just 6 points last night. Another lefty for Auburn. Rattles the first one out, no good. Substitution, the first of the ball game. Keyshawn Murphy exits, and Filip Jovic, who played some basketball in Serbia before coming to the college ranks. Same league as Nikola Jokic. He's out there for the first time for Auburn.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this game has changed so much that used to be once upon a time where you had one lefty. They start 3 lefties, you know.
And Dusty May talked about it recently. He loves lefties. He's fascinated by them. Both free throws no good for Overton, who came in at 75%. Michigan, an easy rebound. Left wing Burnett to Mara. Michigan still with the starting 5 on the floor. Right wing Cadeau around a Mara hedge. Skip it to Mara. Drives in. Underhand lead. Johnson, one dribble. Floats it up. Yes, count it in the foul. Excellent ball movement again. This time it's an and one opportunity for the Wolverines, and almost everybody involved on that set. Morez Johnson Jr., the one to finish it.
Yeah, and I give Mara a lot of credit for being under control. I mean, when a big guy dribbles that basketball and heads to the basket, you almost can count on it being an offensive foul, but Mara's able to dish that off.
8-2 Michigan. Auburn scored the first 2, then it's been all maize and blue. In Mays, Johnson bends the knees, hoists, and got it to go. He is 15 of 17 from the line after a 62% showing in his freshman year with the Fighting Illini of Illinois. Adai Mara exits, and Roddy Gale Jr., who was brilliant yesterday, comes in.
Yeah, I tell you what, he gives them a whole different dynamic coming off of that bench. And look for Roddy Gale. That's his role from here on out, to be a candidate for 6th man.
Pettiford spinning on his childhood buddy Cadeau. Defers to Hall, left pocket. Crossover bounce on Yaks. Drives in. High banker, no. Good contest. Johnson. Burnett soars for the rebound, and then a foul coming on Auburn. Michigan swarming, picking up right where they left off yesterday against San Diego State. And Keyshawn Murphy, boy, he has been plagued by fouls. I know they're going to say it's on Elijah Freeman. Beg your pardon. So Freeman picks up the foul.
Yeah, how about Michigan taking on those one-on-one challenges that I talked about, being able to take those head on.
Wolverines a flawless 3 of 3 from the line. Right side, Lendeborg pops up a triple try. Too strong. Rebound secured by Filip Jovic, weak side for Auburn. Tigers haven't scored in 3.5 game minutes. Here's a drive by Hall. Kick it right pocket, Overton a 3. Way short off to the left. Cadeau saves the rebound. Pushes it to Johnson. Up ahead, Burnett. Easy two-hand crunch. Oh, what anticipation. Cadeau with kind of a lateral because Michigan had 3 running to the basket without Tiger contention. It's 11-2 Michigan to start.
You talk about that defense. Talking about it travels.
Pettiford chugs to the right wing, shoots a contested 3, no, but he gets fouled. Both Cadeau and Johnson around it. And the foul whistled by Keith Kimball goes on Elliot Cadeau. So a bit of a momentum stopper there because Tahad Pettiford, who has Auburn's first 2 points, both at the free throw line, goes to the stripe for 3 more when we come back. 11-2 Michigan, 15:51 to play first half on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
A quick 60-second local timeout, then more Wolverines basketball. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
The year-end sales event is here. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Easy Plan customers who trade in their current vehicle can lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month for 36 months, with only $369 cash due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title taxes and license fees. Not all buyers will qualify for low-mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet Lease. Payment includes $1,000 RCL cash, $1,000 Open Trade Assist, and $500 AXZD BFG Open Bonus Cash. Offers are only valid on Package 200A. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by December 2nd. See dealer for qualifications and details. So right now during the year-end sales event, lease a Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month for 36 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Outstanding start for Michigan, 11-2 here on Auburn. The lead, 15:51 left though. Todd Pettiford readies for 3 free throws momentarily. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, and Rob Joyce with you here from Las Vegas. Auburn got the first 2 points. After that, what you've seen from Michigan's 11-0 surge.
I mean, just defenses on a string, really. I mean, and that's what you want your players to do. Plenty of communication out there, and I kind of said on that last shot by Pettiford, he's got fouled on 2 jump shots, and Michigan doesn't usually foul on jump shots. So I think he's kind of getting away with a little Reggie Miller kick out there. So got to pay attention to that.
Pettiford called for the foul on his longtime friend. Pettiford from Jersey City, New Jersey. Cadeau from West Orange. They met last year in Maui. Auburn got the better of Cadeau in North Carolina. First one from Pettiford to swish, halting a 3-minute, 52-second scoring drought for Auburn, 11-3 Michigan. Both with similar stat lines in that ball game. Cadeau, 10 points, 6 boards, 3 assists. 10 points, 3 assists for Pettiford, who's short on the second free throw. 1 more to go, still 11-3 Michigan.
Yeah, well, Auburn is looking for their first field goal. I mean, they're getting a couple free throws, but...
And that third one goes down, 11-4 Michigan, and all 4 free throw makes have come from Pettiford. Some press for Auburn. Cadeau lobs a dangerous one, caught by Lendeborg near sideline. Now he turns on the Jets, whistles his way left wing, underhands at Cadeau. Michigan settles into its offensive set, leading by 7, 15:40 to play first half. Cadeau around a meaty Johnson screen, flip it to him, 1 dribble, jump stop, floats, yes, and a foul! Morez Johnson Jr. flexing the muscle again. He's back to the line for another chance at an old-fashioned 3-point play. Michigan swells the lead back to 9.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they keep a stat in NCAA period of and ones with actually making it, but Morez has to be up there with that. I mean, I think I've seen 10 in the last 6 games.
Yeah, he has been outstanding. Somehow he had more and ones than he had rebounds yesterday, but I think that was some statistical miscues. Johnson back to the stripe, rattles it out, but the offensive rebound by Gale, flip it in, Johnson crams it, one-handed right in front of the rim, and the Wolverines with a 4-point play, 15-4 Michigan.
I always say when it comes to that young man Morez, that's grown man basketball.
Williams-Adams had it dislodged, trickles to the center line, and Pettiford guarded by L.J. Kaysen on the floor for the first time for Michigan. Crossover bounce by Pettiford, loses his footing. Flip it over right side. Overton swirls out a 3. Gale soars for the rebound. Lobs it up ahead. Caught by Lendeborg. Banker was blocked, but another foul. And 2 more free throws coming. How about that pass from Roddy Gale Jr. about 60 feet?
Yeah, I tell you what, if it had been 3 games ago, I would have said don't make a pass like that because we were turning those over. But I'm really starting to trust this Wolverine team with that basketball right now.
15:01 on a halted first half clock, and the Wolverines already up 15-4. Lendeborg at the stripe, swings the arm, misses it long, and it's still an 11-point Michigan edge. Adai Mara comes back in for Morez Johnson Jr. Overton and Jovic exit. We see a return for Keyshawn Murphy and Elijah Freeman on Auburn's side. 1 more for Yax. 2 points, a board, and an assist already in 5 minutes. He hasn't come out yet today. Second free throw. That one a swish. 16-4 Michigan. And now Yax earns his first respite as Will Cheddar becomes the 8th Wolverine into this ball game, tucking in his Mays jersey before settling in defensively.
Yeah, and one thing I expect is no fall off here, because anytime we make substitutions, it's steady.
Pettiford over in between the circles. Murphy. Auburn is 0 of 8 from the floor. Pettiford chugs over to the point, shoots up a 3 and scores it. So there is the first made field goal for Auburn. 16-7 Michigan, 14:40 to play first half.
Well, I think that he's the only one that can score for him right now. So.
Yeah, a career-high tying 24 against the Ducks 24 hours ago. Mara kicking left wing, shot fake by Cheddar. Jump stop in the lane. What a dart inside. Burnett's reverse layup blocked off the backboard by Williams-Adams. Deflects Auburn's way. Freeman near sideline. English is a pass to Williams-Adams. Flips it back out Freeman. Shot fake right point. Murphy, he'll take the 3 over Mara and make the 3. And a quick little 6-0 run from Auburn. They probably felt they were due. A couple big threes at 16-10 Michigan, and the Auburn fans make their arrival with noise.
Yeah, well, you have to expect runs from teams. I mean, Auburn is too good of a team to not make runs. It's about how you step up and overcome those runs.
Gale pocket pass in toward Cheddar, who's fouled hard going up. They'll call it a shooting foul, as Sebastian Williams-Adams decked him right as Cheddar started establishing the upward motion. Right call on it being a shooting foul. So Adams saddled with his first foul, and already 6 on Auburn. 13:55 left first half, of the Wolverines in front 16-10.
I tell you what, those pocket passes by Michigan has been quality. I mean,
5 assists on 6 made field goals and just 1 turnover. First free throw from Cheddar is flawless. He's 7 of 8 on the line this year as Namari Burnett heads to the bench. Yaxel Lendeborg, a quick break. He's back out there for the Maize and Blue, who lead it 17-10, 6+ minutes in. One more for Will Cheddar. It's up, and it's perfect. 18-10, U of M. Pettiford trots his way into the forecourt, guarded closely by L.J. Kaysen. Picked up his dribble, lobs it near the center line to Elijah Freeman. Slogs his way left lane line, had it poked away. Good defense, Kaysen, and then Lendeborg comes up with it to Kaysen, straight on. Feed right corner, wide open, Lendeborg a 3. You betcha! Michigan back up by 11. It's 21-10, and that three-pointer brought to you by Citgo Top Tier Tri-Clean Gasoline. Michigan fans, when you start with Citgo, you're good to go.
Yeah, how unselfish is that LJ passes up a 2 to get a 3.
Left corner, dangerous pass. Freeman catches it on a jump, flings one up there. Good contest, Mara, and he volleyballs the rebound to himself. Michigan right to left, in front 21-10, 13:05, chugging first half clock. Kaysen stops the dribble, over to Gale with the white headband, complimenting the Maize jersey here tonight. Back to Gale, he'll try a right wing 3. High off the heel, rebound secured by Freeman. Some tugging inside by both sides, play on, says the officials. Pettiford, left wing, crosses over on Cheddar, and he had his shot fall out of his grasp. Lob up by Cheddar, up ahead Gale, 2-on-2, takes it in, banks, no good. A lot of contact, no whistle, rebound cleaned up by Williams-Adams for Auburn. Up ahead Hall, loses it, Cheddar gets it back, looks ahead toward Gale, finds him left wing, pop-up 3-ball. It is a little bit short, offensive rebound by Lendeborg, behind the back, pass over to Gale, and he missed the bunny with no contention. Still 21-10 Wolverines, 12-15 in a frantic first half. Gale, he missed his easiest shot, and he hasn't missed much this season.
Yeah, what a dime there by Lendeborg, I tell you.
Right point, Murphy with it. Left wing, Pettiford. 8 minutes in, media stoppage, next dead ball. Wolverines with an 11-point lead. Pettiford splits 2, and Mara with a soccer-esque kick there. What was Pettiford trying to slither his way between 2 Wolverines. Timeout on the floor. Michigan shooting 7 of 13. The Tigers 2 of 12. It's 21-10 Michigan early on. Here from Vegas and on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
It's time to put your acting skills to the test in Hush Money at Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Every Saturday in November from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., guests will team up for the Charade Challenge to win a share of $40,000 in cash and premium play. Each hour, 2 lucky players will compete for up to $500 cash, plus nightly bonuses for the most correct guesses. Only at Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly. Visit Saginaw-EaglesLanding.com for complete rules and details.
This Michigan season is all about teamwork, on and off the court. That's why we're thrilled to have Founders Brewing Company as a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Founders has been brewing up high-quality, highly rated beers like Michigan Pilsner, their hazy IPA Mortal Bloom, and of course All-Day IPA right here in Michigan for over 25 years. Celebrate every three-pointer and slam dunk with the perfect pour of Founders. Learn more about Founders and where to find your go-to game day beer at foundersbrewing.com.
Down the field, a charging team that will not yield.
Lions fans have even more to cheer about with the new Detroit Lions games from the Michigan Lottery.
Rah, rah, rah.
Featuring a roster of fan favorites, instant ticket, pull tab, fast cash, and online play. You could win prizes up to $500,000.
Lions victory.
With the new Detroit Lions games, only from the Michigan Lottery. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
At Greenleaf Trust, we're prepared to help you win. Our clients, having achieved financial success in their own endeavors, come to us not for what they already know, but rather to benefit from our considerable expertise. With a nearly 100% client retention rate and specialized wealth management disciplines, Greenleaf Trust's team helps clients play the long game, from one generation to the next. A brighter future begins at greenleaftrust.com.
Great start, leading Auburn 21-10 with 11:56 to play first half. Nothing says home like Aunt Millie's, whether it's pregame breakfast, tailgate sliders, or postgame comfort food. Aunt Millie's is making memories from their family to yours. You can pick up all your Aunt Millie's favorites at your local Meijer. Aunt Millie's, closer to home. Let's pause. 10 seconds. Station identification time. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. Here in Vegas, Brian Bush, Terry Mills, and Rob Joyce. Wolverines in front by 11. What is carried over defensively from last night to tonight?
I mean, just paying attention to detail of what the assignment is. I mean, you don't have guys making it up. Guys are trusting one another and following the game plan.
The Aztecs shot 26% from 2 yesterday. So far, Auburn 0 of 6. 2 threes. And 4 free throw makes. Left side, here's a drive by Hall. Reverses, scores, counted a foul. So Auburn out of that timeout gets a big time play and also deals Adai Mara his second foul. First for either side to get to that marker 6 minutes in. And that for Keyshawn Hall, averages 22 a night early on, his first 2 points of the ball game.
Yeah, Mara just late coming over. I mean, understanding that Hall wants to get downhill. Heavy left hand.
Mara leaves, Namari Burnett back out there. Burnett, one of 3 Wolverines, already at 5 or more points. Hall, left-handed free throw shooter, knocks it down, and it's 21-13. Michigan's lead is 8. 11:47 to play first half. Press back on for Auburn. Lob it up to Lendeborg. Pretty much every time Michigan is inbounded after a made basket or free throw, Auburn has brought the press. Just hasn't happened all that much yet. Cadeau, over to the left wing. Flip it right side. Here's Burnett, shot fake. Now he'll drive. Working in on Williams-Adams. Picks up his bounce. Give it to Cadeau. Back Burnett. Shimmy shakes left wing. Keeps his dribble. Now drives at left baseline with a timer at 7. Spins in. Leans in. Fades away. High banker goes. Namari Burnett doesn't normally have that in the bag, but a nifty move for 2, and he wanted a foul. 23-13 Michigan.
Yeah, I'm going to say he called that.
Then some shoving from Caden Magwood going up against Cadeau. Left side, Keyshawn Hall steps into a left wing 3 ball and cashes it in. So Hall starting to sizzle a little bit. 23-16 Auburn within 7, 9 minutes in first half.
Yeah, a little shoving going on, but I don't want Elliot Cadeau to get involved in that and pick up another foul. So
right side, Cadeau fakes a pass, shoots a 3, swishes it down. Elliot Cadeau, triple number 9 in 21 tries this year. Better than 40%. Michigan back up 10. Magwood, the freshman from Louisville. Crafty dribbling high on the right, over to Hall. Crosses over, uses a screen from Jovic, steps back, right point 3 over Lendeborg, a little bit short. Rebound, pinballs around, secured by Namari Burnett. Namari's second after 7 last night. Far sideline, Cadeau. Right wing, heat check 3 ball, and it's off the heel. Long rebound, left elbow for Kevin Overton in Auburn. Up ahead, Hall with bad intentions gets fouled going in from the left wing to the left block. And the Wolverines called for another foul. And it's on Elliot Cadeau, and that's his second. So LJ Kaysen has to come in. Like last night, Cadeau picking up 2 fouls early on in the first half, not even at the midway point.
Yeah, well, what you can't allow Hall to do is get up ahead of steam. I mean, you got to be there on him on the catch when it comes across half court. But see, Dusty May is all over it.
Yeah, he is pretty emphatic with Keith Kimball. Kyle Church stood up as well. Free throw up and good from Hall. Oh boy, he can score quickly. His 7th point already, and all have come in the last couple of minutes. 26-17 Auburn, trailing by 9. And I think Michigan might have challenged this. 10-12 to play. Are they going to wave off? They haven't added the free throw make to the scoreboard here. They did on the stat sheet. So 10-12 to play, 26-17 Michigan. And I think they want to take a look at this. I do believe this will be a media timeout as well. So why don't we take a timeout? Michigan by 9 or 10, we're not totally sure, here in the Players Era Championship, but they've been in front pretty much the whole way. Here from Vegas, this is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Nothing says home like Aunt Millie's. Whether it's in your cupboard, at your local Meijer, or even at Chrysler Center. From pregame breakfast, tailgate sliders, or postgame victory food, Aunt Millie's is baking memories from their family to yours. Pick up all your Aunt Millie's favorites at your local store, or grab a hot dog or hamburger at Chrysler Center to see what we're all about. Aunt Millie's, closer to home.
Today's game is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Snakes, zombies, sharks, heights, speaking in public. The list of fears is endless. But while you're clutching your blanket in the dark, wondering if that sound in the hall was actually a footstep, the real danger is in your hand, when you're behind the wheel. And while you might think a great white shark is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Michigan loses the challenge. Hall makes both free throws, so it's 26-18 Wolverines. LJ Kaysen has it for Michigan on the right point. Shot clock at 3. What a pass inside to Morez Johnson Jr., who finishes low on the right. And the Wolverines bump the lead back to 10. Morez already with 9 points in 7 minutes.
Well, you're talking about the position that he gets. I mean,
Jovic takes it strong past Johnson, dunks it down with 2 hands. 28-20, Michigan's lead dwindles to 8 again.
Yeah, Morrow just kind of overcommitted there.
Kaysen picks up his left wing dribble, spins a pass over Johnson, looks in toward Trey McKinney, who checked in during that Michigan challenge, which was not a media stoppage. LJ Kaysen, crossover bounce, skip it left wing, Lendeborg shot fake, shot clock at 6. Now he'll take the 3 over Hall and make the 3 over Hall. Wolverines, 4 of 8 from downtown. They had 11 triples yesterday, 31-20 Michigan, 8:54 left first half. In between the rings, it's Magwood. Flip it to Jovic. Thought about a 3. He's taken 2 this year, missed both. Left side, Magwood, 3 over Kaysen. Line drive, front rim, backboard and out. Rebound to Mari Burnett. Burnett, kick in left pocket, McKinney. Now Lendeborg, right wing, Kaysen. 8.5 to play first half, 31-20 U of M. Kaysen around a modest Johnson screen. Steps back, drives in, crosses over, and then had it poked out of bounds by Philip Jovic. Stays with Michigan, 12 on the timer, right baseline inbound. Michigan 31, Auburn 20.
Yeah, I tell you, Michigan's defense has been so solid that every play you see Auburn has to make is kind of a one-on-one.
Kaysen, right baseline, chucks it up, secured on a jump by Burnett, 35 feet out on the Michelob Ultra Arena logo. To Johnson, handoff McKinney, a three ball up and pure. Trey McKinney with a big-time three. The freshman's 12th on the young season, and the Wolverines have their largest lead at 34-20, 8:05 left.
Yeah, I'm not going to call him a freshman because he doesn't play like a freshman. So.
And he wears sneakers that are bright. Unlike many freshmen, right side, three ball up and way off by Hall. Johnson storms over to secure the rebound in that near side corner. Up ahead, Kaysen dribbles and loses it out of bounds. A little bit too aggressive, but just the second turnover for Michigan with 7:46 to play here in the first half. Michigan 34, Auburn 20. We're still learning that new rule with the media timeouts and the challenge. Michigan lost the challenge, lost its timeout, and won't be able to challenge a play the rest of the ball game. So they did not take break on TV. They do here. So we'll bring in Rob Joyce in our network studios. Rob, it's a fascinating format, but you were talking a little bit about what is likely, based on your advanced calculations, what Michigan absolutely, if they get this done today, they would lock up a spot in the championship game tomorrow night.
Yeah, this isn't entirely official, but we're like 90 to 95% sure. So we're guaranteed to have 5 teams be 2-0. Tennessee, Kansas, Iowa State are already 2-0. Michigan, Auburn, one of them will be. And then Gonzaga, Maryland, one of them will be 2-0. How it works, the tiebreaker would be total margin. Now, the maximum is 20, so for these purposes, Michigan's win yesterday counts as a 20-point victory. If they win by more than 4 in this game, they are guaranteed to finish in the top 2. They would play in the championship game. The only team who could catch them in this case would be the winner of Gonzaga, Maryland in a blowout, but they would surpass Tennessee, and they couldn't be caught. So a win by 4 or more for Michigan, they're playing at 9:30 Eastern tomorrow. If they win by 1 point or 2 points, it gets a little hairy. You would have to wait for the end of Maryland Gonzaga, and then if they lose, you're just in the 1-1 jumble. That again, it goes based on total margin, and then if that's a tie, total points scored, which would favor Michigan. So it's a lot of different scenarios. But case in point, Michigan wins by 4. They will play in the championship game tomorrow. Win by 1 or 2, they are likely to be there. If Gonzaga, Maryland is close, win by 3. Again, they're in decent shape because they probably would have scored more than Tennessee. But case in point, this 14-point deficit, if it stays that way, Michigan will be in good shape.
All right, Rob, great stuff. And your math teachers would be proud from back in the day. When you're out of town and want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the free Varsity Network app, available for both Apple and Android. Listen to College Sports Live with the Varsity Network app. Our good friend Anthony Broom of the Wolverine saying he's listening in, I think on his way home from football media availability. Wolverines here up 34-20. What's your feeling about that football game at 12-14 on Saturday in Ann Arbor, Terry Mills?
Well, of course, I love the matchup, and I'm Michigan all the way. I think it's going to be a low-scoring ball game because it's going to be cold. It's going to be snowing. I think it's going to probably boil down to a field goal.
Okay, well, Michigan needs Dom Zavada to find that magic from last year then. If Terry, the prognosticating Mills, is on his scouting report here. Out of the timeout, Michigan up 34-20, coming out with McKinney, Johnson, Lendabor, Kaysen, and Burnett. Wolverines with a couple of key players at 2 fouls, Cadeau and Mara. So big spots, especially for LJ Kaysen and Trey McKinney. Auburn the basketball, Michigan its largest lead. High to the left wing, Keyshawn Murphy hands off to Tahad Pettiford, who is second on this team with 7 points. Over to the left wing, 3-ball airborne and in and out for Kevin Overton. Michigan a rebound. Near sideline, Burnett. Over to Kaysen. Underhands at McKinney. Open for another 3. A little bit short. Burnett saves the rebound. And his shot was rejected, but after it hit the backboard, it's a goaltend. And how about Namari Burnett here in Las Vegas? He tied a career high with 3 offensive boards yesterday. A big one there for 2 on a goaltend, 36-20 U of M.
I tell you what, he's playing like this is his last go-around. That's for sure. And he's someone you can lean on, you can count on. I always said that he does other things outside of just scoring the basketball.
Dangerous pass from Pettiford over to the left wing. Elijah Freeman caught it. The D2 transfer hands to Overton. Lob it left corner. Up fake Murphy takes it in on that left baseline against Johnson. Flings it up and scores it on a friendly bounce. Murphy for two. Michigan's lead down to 36-22. Right pocket. Burnett a three. It's off the heel. And the rebound peeled off by the man who just scored, Murphy. Auburn left to right. Michigan 36, Auburn 22. 6:38 rolling first half clock. In a rematch of last year's Sweet 16 clash in Atlanta. Ball knocked out of bounds by Burnett as he was tussling with Pettiford. But remember, Michigan in that ball game led by 9 with about 12 minutes to go before the Tigers finished 39-17. So I don't think, because of the format and because of what happened last year, Michigan's not going to feel comfortable with any lead.
No, and you know what I like about this team, that it was all business. Like, we got on that bus to go back, and it's almost as if they didn't win the game. It was all business.
Drive in by Jovic. A lot of contact against Gale, who just chimed in. Banked and scored. So 2 for Auburn. Quick little 4-0 run from the Tigers. Gale and Cheddar came in for Burnett and Johnson. Gale, lob it over in between the circles. Cheddar. 6:12 left. Michigan up by a dozen. Lendeboer to Kaysen left point. What a spin. Past his defender. Takes it strong. Shot blocked on a layup attempt by Freeman. The man he blew by. Up ahead. Overton. Flings it up. No! And a rebound by McKinney. Good hustle by Michigan on a nice contest. Up ahead, Cheddar. Wide open for 3 left wing. And it's off the front iron. Rebound Overton. Weak side for Auburn. Tigers left to right. Michigan up by 12. 5:46. Frantic first half in Vegas. Steal. What an interception. Overton threw it to Lendeboer. Skip Kaysen laid it up and in. He said he could dunk. That time he settles for the layup after a late slam last night. 38-24 Michigan. 5.5 left before halftime.
Hey, that's just simple basketball. A lot of teams try to go for the home run on that.
Pettiford with a rain-making three as tall as the Luxor Hotel. Missed it, but a loose ball foul coming on Michigan on the Karam attempt. It's on Michigan's Roddy Gale Jr. Number 1 on him. And the 7th on Michigan, so 1-1 forthcoming for the Tigers, who trail Michigan 38-24. 5:23 left. Boy, you want to talk about tempo here as of late, Terry.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting up and down. And I tell you what Michigan team has the ability to do. You talk about Auburn having good basketball players, but Michigan has the ability to run multiple defenders at them.
Jovic short on the front end. He's just 7 of 13 from the line. He's made 14 of his last 16 from the floor. Rebound Michigan, up by 14, 5:13 to play. Right side Kaysen, over Cheddar, left point shot fake, considers the three, dump it down toward Gale, poked away, Cheddar got his own pass back, right side McKinney a three, yes indeed! Michigan's 6th triple of the half, 15 minutes in, they're rolling up 41-24 on Auburn.
Tell you what, this team is fun to watch just simply because they share the basketball. I mean, they have the confidence that their teammates can make those shots and they deliver the basketball.
Pettiford driving left elbow, poked away by Gale, one-on-one defense as the Let's Go Blue champs get drowned out by the excitement. Kaysen skip pass to Flex, gets left corner Lendeboer. Michigan settles it down. Now Lendeboer getting greedy, spinning, banking, scoring, and a foul! Lendeboer flashing the Michigan across his Mays chest here tonight to the fans on the Auburn side. 43-24 Michigan, up 19 here with 4:29 left first half.
And Michigan's flexing their muscle and they're getting a little greedy right now.
Yaks up to 11. Where did that come from? Oh my goodness, Michigan blitzing the Tigers so far. Lendeboer now calms. 1 dribble and 2. Bends the knees, hoists and hits. It's 20 with 4:29 left first half.
Yeah, you're talking about having a team playing on their heels. Well, that's exactly what Michigan has Auburn playing.
Fans better be on their heels with all the cheering they can do. Drive in, right lane line by Williams Adams. He gets fouled. Missed the shot off the window. Bump comes on LJ Kaysen. They're going to say it was on the floor, so it's a 1-and-1 for Auburn. This Tigers team, 5-1 on the season. They took number 1 Auburn to the brink about a week and a half ago in Birmingham. Free throw up and strong. No good for Williams Adams, and Michigan cleans up the miss. Right side, Kaysen blows by everybody. Skip it, Cheddar. He'll work in, jump stop, loses it, gets it back. Right baseline, push pass left wing. Here's Kaysen, head down, picks up his dribble. Right point, Gale. He'll drive, behind the back bounce, into the paint. Slithers, pivots, banks, and scores off the glass again. 46-24. This is a video game right now for Michigan.
Yeah, I tell you what, Michigan has their mind made up that they're going to take it to Auburn.
Hall, right wing to the point, Williams-Adams. Left side, Simon Walker darts it past Murphy. Backs down against Cheddar. Good defense and a foul on Cheddar on the floor before Murphy could get into his shot attempt. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 46-24 Michigan. Wolverines are on a 10-0 run. It's their second double-digit run of the half. Blitzing Auburn here with 3:38 to play first half. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits, we have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is the place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say, thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
Hey Wolverine fans, it's college basketball season and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley-Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Michigan basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Michigan Wolverines. Let's go Wolverines! SeatGeek.
When people yell, "Go Blue," most people think of the Michigan Wolverines. Hail to the victors, the maize and blue. But what does Go Blue mean in the liquor store? It means go for a long drink. Go for the blue can with undefeated flavor, a refreshing mix of citrus, sparkling soda, and a kick of real liquor. So go blue. Then go blue. For the Wolverines, we mean long drink. Proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. 5.5% alcohol by volume. Gin with natural flavors. Copyright 2024. The Long Drink Company, Carmel, Indiana. Please enjoy responsibly.
Aw, shucks, the game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Wolverines blitzing Auburn. 3:38 to play in the first half. 46-24. Maize and blue. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, and Rob Joyce back with you. Michigan 61% to Auburn's 30. I asked you off the top of the broadcast what impressed you more, offense or defense, yesterday. I ask you again here today.
I'm still impressed by the defense because the defense is what's setting the tone from an offensive standpoint. And as long as you can hang your hat on that, you know, you always say as a coach, offense comes and goes, but defense has to be that mainstay.
Keyshawn Murphy misses the front one. McKinney tries to save it and plops himself down on a San Diego State fan first row. McKinney, the last one to touch it, so Auburn gets the basketball back. As the official property restoration partner of Michigan Athletics, Belfort Property Restoration is celebrating and honoring first responders and members of the armed forces in our community. To nominate someone, visit mgoblue.com/heroes. Hall guides a pass right wing Murphy. Both of those young men named Keyshawn, one with a Y, one without. Murphy, Keyshawn without the Y, spins at the free throw line, takes it in over Johnson, and an air ball, then a foul on Auburn. A hold after the air ball, called on Williams-Adams. It's the second for the backup big man and the freshman for Auburn, back to Michigan. And with it being the 8th team foul for the Tigers, it's a 1-and-1 for the Wolverines.
And I'll tell you what, just by the way that Michigan is playing and literally taking Auburn's heart, Stephen Pearl hasn't had anything to say. Just stoic there, folding his arms like, there's nothing I can do about this.
Front end of the 1-and-1 for Cheddar, up and good. Heard from a few people joking, Bruce Pearl's on the broadcast. Maybe we'll tune you guys in, even if we're at home. Well, maybe people do like hearing what Bruce Pearl has to say on the television call. Second one from Cheddar. Splash. Michigan doubling up Auburn. 48-24, 3:20 left before intermission.
No, I think it's a little better to listen to us right now because it's a little exciting right now.
Oh, my goodness. What a fun start here in Vegas. Michigan won by 40 last night. Left wing, Walker pumps up a three and splashes it down. Third game of the year, he had 5 threes in his debut. He's an Alabama native. And it's 48-27, Michigan, 3 minutes before halftime. Over to Gale, left wing. Now McKinney has it center circle. McKinney, now Kaysen left wing. Shot clock halfway gone. Wide open Cheddar. Left corner, another three. It's strong. And McKinney soars for the rebound. Tips it to Johnson. Missed it low on the right, but a foul. Trey McKinney with some length and some oomph to find his way to tap that loose ball to Johnson, who goes to the line for a couple.
Yeah, he was able to keep it alive. And, you know, you look at Auburn came out that time and say, we're going to go to a little zone defense. Well, where's the weak spot in the zone? Is rebounding the basketball. And Trey McKinney, being a smart player he is, said, hey, I'm going in here and try to get a hold of one here.
First free throw is pure from Johnson. Second Wolverine in double figures. He has 10 points, 3 boards, 2 assists in 11 minutes. Axel Lendeborg on the bench right now with 12 points in his 15 minutes of action. 49-27 Michigan.
Yeah, I still don't like that number again of 3 rebounds. I mean, we've seen this young man get him at an alarming clip right now. And I went on the record game 1 and said I thought that young man had a chance to lead the Big Ten in rebounding, and I still stand by that.
Makes the second 50-27. Maybe when you get the pit boss, right? Here at the tables inside, a fling and a miss by Williams-Adams, but he gets bumped, and he heads to the free throw line for Auburn. 2 free throws after the foul on Will Cheddar. Number 2 on him, and it's the 10th on the Maize and Blue. So 2 free throws for Keyshawn Murphy, a transfer from Mississippi State. He's 0 of 1 at the stripe. Auburn just 7 of 13. And the first one strong. They're at 50% now. Lendeborg in, Cheddar out for Michigan.
Yeah, just got to make sure we clean this up right now. They've been able to get some deflections that kind of went out of bounds and went their way, but.
Second one up. This one goes down. 50-28 Michigan. 2:31 remaining. Wolverines have Kaysen, McKinney, Lendeborg, Johnson, and Gale on the floor. Cadeau, Mara, and Cheddar all now with 2 fouls for the Maize and Blue. Kaysen past the timeline on a crawl. Gets a screen from McKinney. Now goes to work against Walker. Dribbles left, kick it over to Johnson on a bounce. One dribble, jump stop, shimmies around and dunks it down. Oh, he discarded Williams-Adams like folding 7-2 offsuit. 52-28 Michigan, 2:05 before halftime.
I tell you, one thing I can tell you is you better look out when that young man gets the basketball in that painted area.
Walker shot fake, steps in, long 2, no good. Rebound, Kaysen. He drives right to left. Head down, underhand lead. Gale laid it up, had it blocked out of bounds by Murphy. That was an excellent defensive play for a guy who's played a good chunk of minutes on the inside. Didn't hang his head on that one. Michigan has it baseline right up 24.
Yeah, I like the decision there by LJ. Didn't get fancy with it.
Kaysen chucks it up. Lendeborg, 1:45 before intermission. Michigan up 24 points. Lendeborg over to McKinney. Left corner, another 3. Got it again! Michigan's 7th trifecta of the first half. It's 55-28 Michigan, 90 seconds before a much-needed break for Auburn.
Yeah, just unselfish basketball. I mean, Yax could have easily taken that shot, but hey, he made the right play, pushed it forward.
Murphy backing down against Johnson, and Gale pokes it out of bounds. It stays with the Tigers, but 12 on the shot clock, and Auburn got into nothing on its offensive set during that trip.
Yeah, everything has been one-on-one basketball when it comes to Auburn. Michigan has that initial defense, Once they get it set and get that clock down, it just becomes one-on-one basketball for Auburn.
Pettiford, right side Hall, drives, Euros, floats, and a pass that was knocked out of bounds by Kaysen with 4 on the shot clock. Hall didn't know what to do, and Michigan just simply said, you know what, we don't need the ball right now. We'll have you inbounded with 4 on the timer.
And during that drive there by Hall, he's seen nothing but Wolverine jerseys.
Lob it up, Williams Adams bobbles, can't grab it. Here's Kaysen. He's straight up to shoot. Over McKinney, left wing, another 3. This one short. Offensive board by Johnson. He'll float from the paint, get the roll. 57-28. Michigan in front by 29 with 50 seconds left first half.
Yeah, who else? Sure-handed.
Left wing, step back 3. Pettiford is a swish. It's 57-31. Pettiford leading the Auburn Tigers with 10. And now Michigan will elapse some clock. Lendeborg pass it over to one of the officials, Brett Smith. Kaysen picks it up with 32 seconds left. 2-second game clock, shot clock differential. And the Wolverines will be able to take potentially the final shot of what's been a brilliant first half.
Yeah, now why not end it with a bang here?
57-31 Michigan. 15 seconds in the game clock, shot clock at 10. Left side, Kaysen. Lob it up, Lendeborg. Right wing, dials up a 3. It's off the heel. Tap back, saved by Michigan. Kaysen has it, loses it. He'll line in with 1 second. Double cut, Baker's good!
Why not?
How in the world did L.J. Kaysen find that basketball and bank it up and in to close a marvelous first half? 59-31. Revenge tour activated in Las Vegas. And listen to the maize and blue faithful here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Kaysen was stumbling, fighting, scratching, clawing in the paint. And they don't need to take a look at it. A no doubter that falls for Michigan. 59-31 Michigan. I think I like this event, Terry.
Hey, we're invited again next year, so why not enjoy it, man? I know I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Morez Johnson Jr. with 15. Yaxel Lendeborg has 12. 9 apiece for McKinney and Burnett. And Michigan all over Auburn. 59-31. Cushion and then some en route to a potential championship opportunity tomorrow night at 6:30 local here on the Strip. We'll come back with our halftime show. Rob Joyce anchors our coverage. Michigan 59, Auburn 31. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Wolverines fans, it's time to join the University of Michigan Credit Union, the leaders and best in local banking. We are here to help you stay on top of your game with competitive loan rates and championship service to meet all your financial needs. Access your account with our conveniently located branches and ATMs, 24/7 online banking, and our mobile app. To learn more about our services or find a branch near you, visit umcu.org. UMCU is a proud partner of Michigan Athletics. The University of Michigan Credit Union is federally insured by NCAA.
Hey Michigan, not every injury happens on the court. Car wrecks, hospital mistakes, slip and falls. When you're hurt, you need more than a quick sub off the bench. You need America's largest injury law firm. There's a reason Morgan & Morgan has over 1,000 lawyers and 100 offices nationwide. A reason we've recovered more than $30 billion for people just like you. And a reason we never charge a dime unless we win. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of Michigan Athletics. Injured? Just dial pound law. Morgan & Morgan. Michael Hanna, 150 West Jefferson Avenue, Detroit, 48226. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
The excitement, the passion, the tradition.
To Poole. Deep 3 in front of us for the win. Oh! He hit it! Hit it!
This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Get ready. The year-end sales event is here. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Easy Plan customers who trade in their current vehicle can lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month for 36 months, with only $369 cash due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title taxes and license fees. Not all buyers will qualify for low-mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet Lease. Payment includes $1,000 RCL Cash, $1,000 Open Trade Assist, and $500 AXZD BFG Open Bonus Cash. Offers are only valid on Package 200A. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by December 2nd. See dealer for qualifications and details. So right now during the year-end sales event, lease a Bronco Sport Big Ben for $369 a month for 36 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
Welcome to the Michigan Basketball Halftime Show. Analysis, highlights, and stats from the first 20 minutes are on the way. Now, here's your host, Rob Joyce.
Well, how's that for a first half? Michigan 59, Auburn 31 at the break. Time to look back at a few. We could have played a lot of highlights from the first half. We'll have to settle on a couple. We're on a time limit here. Game kind of started like last night's game against San Diego State. First points went to the Tigers. After that, it was all maize and blue. Defense again, king the offense. Wolverines burst out to an 11-2 run. Tigers started 0 for 8 from the floor, led to a couple of early fast break points for the maize and blue. Another strong performance by Morris Johnson Jr. He had an and-one opportunity early to put the Wolverines up 10. Well, he would do it in an emphatic, if not exactly conventional manner.
Johnson back to the stripe. Rattles it out, but the offensive rebound by Gale, flip it, and Johnson crams it one-handed right in front of the rim, and the Wolverines with a 4-point play, 15-4 Michigan.
That was the score before the Tigers made their first field goal. Actually hit a couple of quick threes, but it was still a double-digit U of M lead at the under-12 timeout, 21-10. Midway through the half, 28-18 Wolverines. Tigers were starting to find some semblance of offensive footings, but the Wolverines always seemed to answer. Just twice all half, Auburn scored consecutive baskets, and late in the half, another surge started to put this one out of reach early.
Right side, Kaysen over Cheddar. Left point shot fake. Considers the three. Dump it down toward Gale. Poked away. Cheddar got his own pass back. Right side, McKinney a three. Yes, indeed. Michigan's sixth triple of the half. 15 minutes in. They're rolling up 41-24 on Auburn.
3 threes in the half for Trey McKinney. A Lendeborg and one right after that made it a 20-point game. Wolverines had 3 different runs of at least 8-0. Check that, 4 different runs of at least 8-0 in the half. Briefly doubled up the Tigers at 48-24, and then late in the half, a 21-4 surge, and they would end the half with fireworks.
Right wing dials up a three. It's off the heel. Tap back, saved by Michigan. Kaysen has it, loses it. He'll line in with 1 second. Double cut. Baker's good!
Why not?
How in the world did LJ Kaysen find that basketball and bank it up and in to close a marvelous first half? 59-31. Revenge tour activated in Las Vegas.
In a word, wow. 58% shooting Auburn, just 33%. It's a 28-point game at the break, 59-31. Halftime show continues. We'll take another look at scores next. You're listening to Michigan Basketball from Learfield.
Champions Circle is the leading Michigan athletics fan engagement community. We connect fans with once-in-a-lifetime experiences, produce public and private events, offer club memberships, and operate an online retail store, selling exclusive apparel, trading cards, autographs, and other memorabilia featuring Michigan student athletes. To become a member or learn more about how you can support your favorite Michigan student athletes, visit championscircleufm.com. Champions Circle is a proud sponsor of University of Michigan Athletics.
Neighbors help neighbors. That's why when the unexpected happens, floods, fires, or tornadoes hit, Belfour has your back. At Belfour, we are the people who live next door. Faces and names you know, right here in Michigan. For us, the only thing more important than restoring your property is helping you rebuild your life whenever disasters strike. 24/7, 365. Belfour Property Restoration. Your home, your life, our promise. Call 800-800-BELFOR or visit belfour.com.
Your official home of the Maize and Blue, the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
My name is Ariel. I moved to the U.S. at 19. I spoke no English and I struggled finding job opportunities. Everything I have, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and getting my high school diploma at age 22.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Adoption of teens from foster care is a topic not enough people know about, and we're here to change that. I'm April Dinwiddie, host of the new podcast, Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Each episode brings you compelling real-life adoption stories told by the families that live them with commentary from experts. Visit adoptuskids.org/podcast or subscribe to Navigating Adoption, presented by Adopt US Kids. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Administration for Children and Families and the Ad Council.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Michigan. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Michigan and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Michigan.
Michigan 59, Auburn 31 at the halftime. For another check of scores, a couple of games going on right now in the Big Ten. Indiana is all over Kansas State early second half in Bloomington, 51-31, Hoosiers up. Nebraska, meanwhile, at home, trailing Winthrop early second half, 39-38. Huskers trail again 2 minutes after halftime. Earlier tonight, Penn State took care of Boston University 96-87. Ohio State blasted Mount St. Mary's 113-60. USC will play for a Maui Invitational Championship tomorrow after outlasting Seton Hall 83-81. Earlier this afternoon, Michigan State throttled East Carolina in the Fort Myers tip-off 89-56. Rutgers 0-2 in Players Era this week, beat by Notre Dame 68-63. Still to come, Maryland about to tip off against Gonzaga in Players Era. In fact, the game nearly 2 minutes old. It's 5-0 Zags early on. Iowa puts its 5-0 record on the line against Ole Miss in the Acrisure Classic in California. They're about to start. Top of the hour, UCLA battles Cal in San Francisco. Oregon, 11 o'clock tip in Players Era against San Diego State. And now we have some semblance of a championship picture. If this result holds and Michigan up by 28, wins by at least 4 points tonight, it will play for the championship tomorrow in all likelihood, barring some mathematical misreading by basically everyone in the media. Be tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern, would guarantee a top 2 finish if Michigan wins by at least 4 based on point differential. Tennessee right now sits in first place. Wolverines could pass them, and the winner of Gonzaga, Maryland, has a chance to usurp the Vols if one of them were to win handily. So Wolverines don't win by at least 4. Things get murky based on other results and what the final margin would turn out to be. By the way, latest CFP rankings are out. Michigan continues to move up. Wolverines 15th in the college football playoff rankings. Top 5 unchanged. Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Georgia, and Texas Tech. And through 20 minutes on the hardwood, Michigan 59-31 over Auburn. Brian, to look at a fun first half box score next. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So, I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone, too. For my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family. Drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile.
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
An absolute buzzsaw from the maize and blue here in the first half. Wolverines in front of Auburn, 59-31. Our first half stats brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Michigan shooting 58% to Auburn's 33%. Michigan has hit 7 of its 17 threes. That's better than 41%. Auburn 5 of 14. Michigan individually paced by Morez Johnson Jr.'s 15 points, 6 of 6 shooting, 4 boards, 2 assists in 14 minutes. Yaxel Lendeborg, the only other player in this ballgame north of 10 points. He has a dozen, and he is plus 32 in his 18 minutes of action. 9 apiece, Trey McKinney and Amari Burnett. 4 from both Will Cheddar and LJ Kaysen. 3 for Elliott Cadeau, 2 for Roddy Gale Jr., 1 for Adai Mara. Tahad Pettiford has 10 for the Tigers, 8 from their leading scorer coming in, Keyshawn Hall, but he has averaged 22 a ball game, so Michigan has kept him below water level. Michigan led by as many as 29. It's 28 at the break, 59-31, and those are your first half stats brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. We'll get Terry's thoughts. I promise you won't want to miss those. Then the second half next. Wolverines trying to lock up a spot in the title tilt tomorrow. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Get ready. The year-end sales event is here. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Easy Plan customers who trade in their current vehicle can lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month for 36 months, with only $369 cash due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title taxes and license fees. Not all buyers will qualify for low-mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet Lease. Payment includes $1,000 RCL cash, $1,000 open trade assist, and $500 AXZD BFG open bonus cash. Offers are only valid on package 200A. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by December 2nd. See dealer for qualifications and details. So right now during the year-end sales event, lease a Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month for 36 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Michigan dominating Auburn here with the second half moments away, 59-31 Wolverines. We're welcoming you back to the game, brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. Terry, there's a lot to like. What jumps at the top of the list from you?
Just the defense, and I'm going to continue to say that about how they're connected on the defensive end when it comes to switching, rotations. I mean, I haven't seen anything like it in a long time. And if Michigan continue to do that, then they would have to be a candidate to win some type of championship going forward, barring anything else. And, you talk about the first 5 minutes of the second half. Want Michigan to continue to stay hungry and continue to play the way that they played for that first 20 minutes. And hopefully they can get out to a fast start once again and get Auburn to wave that flag where they can kind of rest up a few players and get ready for the game tomorrow.
That welcome was brought to you by Founders Brewing Company. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. Welcome to Craft. But Terry, we talked about it going into this one. This team, they weren't satisfied yesterday, and we'll see if they're able to keep the pressure on Auburn here in this second half. Because, hey, they're looking for style points. They're looking for maybe not worrying about the margin for this tournament. But, boy, every time you keep putting a showing like that out there, it really stands out. Wolverines with the basketball left to right. They outscored San Diego State 49-21 in the second half yesterday. And it's 59-31 as a foul comes 8 seconds in against Elliott Cadeau, made on him by his defender, Sebastian Williams-Adams. And so it was 59-31. So that means in the last 40 minutes, Michigan has outscored its foes 108-52. Bounce feed inside Mara. Bobbles can't get it back. It's on the deck, picked up by Auburn. Tigers mixing up the guys on the floor a little bit. Williams-Adams out there for Kevin Overton. Wolverines, as you would expect, they're sticking with the starting five to start this second half, and a whistle comes on Michigan.
Yeah, and I tell you, Michigan has continued to work with Mara about him catching it and having strong hands in that painted area. And it's work in progress, but.
And they call a foul on Cadeau. It's his third at the 19:32 mark. Would be quite noteworthy in a closer game, but he exits. L.J. Kaysen quickly off the bench for Michigan. 59-31 Wolverines. Pettiford, right point, shoots up a three, swishes it down, and it's 59-34 U of M. Up ahead, left wing Johnson. Handoff Kaysen, back to Johnson, who led everybody with 15 in the first half. Bad pass, intercepted by Pettiford. Saves it on a pass to Hall. Here comes Hall right to left, slithers into the paint. Euros, underhand leave inside. A banking attempt by Jovic, and a foul comes on Michigan. So that foul goes on Johnson, and that for
man, are you kidding?
Number 3.
Yeah, just
I say Mara, number 3 on Mara, beg your pardon. Didn't agree?
No, I was looking at the highlighted Burnett with that block shot. I thought that's what. They called it on.
Jovic's free throw good. So a 4-0 start to the Tigers' second half, 59-35. Adai Mara exits. Roddy Gale Jr. comes in for Michigan. Mara had that tremendous 2-game start. Still trying to reclaim some of that magic here. 1 point, 2 turnovers, 7 minutes. Second free throw. Popcorn's out of there, and the rebound down to Axel Lendeborg. Up ahead, Burnett, left wing, considers a pop-up 3. Takes it strong, drives in, went for the jam, no, but got fouled. Boy, you talk about the driving from Burnett. He's such a good off-ball cutter and movement guy, but we've seen him add that driving for 2s here early on this season.
Yeah, he picks his spots, and I love the fact that he uses that vertical when he goes in there. He doesn't necessarily go in there jumping off of one leg, so he's always on balance.
18:55 remaining, 59-35 Wolverines. Burnett bends the knees, pauses, triggers and swishes. Wolverines at 60 here, a minute 5 seconds into the second half. So one more for Namari Burnett. Wolverines in front by 25. Second one up, and it rattles home. So Namari Burnett into double figures after those 2 free throw makes. He's got 11, third Wolverine to that juncture. Pettiford barking out commands with his left hand, and with his voice, dribbles with the right, hand off. Here's a drive in by Freeman to the left block. Shot rejected by Morez. Johnson Jr. deflects to Gale. Lob it up, and Lendeborg crunches it down over Jovic. Gale had that sized up since the half-court line. Easy pickings for Lendeborg. 63-35 Michigan. Left side, Pettiford loses the handle, tips it over to Murphy. And Auburn's possession continues. Murphy pivot, spins around Lendeborg. Nifty move for 2. 63-39 U of M.
Tell you what, Auburn hasn't stopped playing, but I tell you what, they have to work for every single shot that they come up with, and that's all you can ask for the Wolverines.
That improves Auburn to 5 of 15 from 2-point land. Lendeborg double clutch, off glass, too strong, rebound loose, on the deck, saved far corner by Auburn's Keyshawn Murphy. Far sideline, Pettiford crosses over on Gale, high right-handed bounce. A 2-armed shot that was way off the mark, hit the left side of the glass. Easy rebound to Johnson. Burnett right side, over to the right corner. Gale sizes up a 3 and knocks that one down. 8 of 18 from deep. Gale's second bucket of the night, and it's 66-37 Wolverines.
Yeah, just the right pass. I mean, when you're playing that way, the selfish shot would have been for him to take that shot. The right play was to kick it to the corner for a wide open shot.
Right side, 3-ball up and good from Keyshawn Murphy. So the Tigers shooting a little bit better since halftime. They're 3 of 5 to start after chiming in the first half at just 33%. 66-40 Wolverines, 17:06 remaining.
Well, they're not in the business for trading shots right now.
No. Head of the key, Johnson. Push pass right side, Lendeborg, another triple try. This is a swish. Wolverines scorching here on the strip. 69-40 Michigan. A little bit more than 3 minutes in second half. Right side, Pettiford. Skip it over to the right wing. Paul has it. He's been pretty quiet today. Just 8 points, 2 of 6 shooting. Average 22 a night coming in. Murphy backs down Burnett into the paint, jump stop, hook shot from 5, no. Ball plink goes around, secured by Freeman. Right side Hall, up fake. Johnson did not buy it. Leans in from the baseline. Shot put attempt goes, counted the foul. Tough bucket there. And the foul on Johnson. It's his second. And the Wolverines' third.
Yeah, there's been nothing easy, but
no.
And I can't fault the Wolverines' effort because they're getting on the floor. I mean, they're playing this game as if it was a 5-point ball game, and that's all you can ask.
LJ Kaysen exits, as does Morez Johnson Jr. And a couple of Wolverines with 3 fouls. Adai Mara and Elliot Cadeau come in.
Yeah, looking for some positives from Adai right now.
Free throw no good. Rebound Lendeborg. He accelerates. Kick it left side. Gale open for a 3. Yes, sir, again! Wolverines with 10 of them tonight. 3 of 3 in the half. It's 72-42. Back up to 30 for Michigan.
Yeah, how improved is Roddy Gale from behind the long line. I mean, there was a time that Roddy Gale was, I almost want to think 2 for 30 or something like that last year.
Before the A&M win in the tournament, he had a 3 for 35 stretch. Jumper baseline by Hall, no good. Other side, Lendeborg left wing, a 3, no. Back tap by Gale. Cadeau couldn't save it. Almost bumps into the TV table, which features Auburn head coach Stephen Pearl's father, Bruce. I'm sure there have been some tough spots on that crew tonight. That's because Michigan is steamrolling Auburn, 72-42, 15:46 remaining. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
Michigan basketball plays here.
Jets his way with 3, straight on with 2, leans in, scoops. Oh!
Yes, sir! The Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
There is nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside to enjoy while you cheer on your team. Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Proud sponsor of the Alumni Association of the University of Michigan. Sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Introducing Celsius, the energy you need for Michigan basketball. Pop open a can of Celsius and experience a refreshing taste made with proven ingredients, 0 sugar, and essential vitamins, helping you keep up with every play and celebration. Whether you're in the Chrysler Center or cheering from your couch, Celsius keeps you energized for every basket. Find Celsius at a retailer near you or at Celsius.com. Celsius. Live fit. Go.
Wolverines won by 40 last night. They're leading Auburn by 30. And we're only 4+ minutes into this second half. 15:46 remaining to be exact. 72-42 Wolverines. Subscribe to the official podcast of Michigan Athletics, Go Blue Podcast, which features a wide range of audio content for you. We'll have a post-game episode to defend the block after this one, and it's been a fun one so far. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Boy, that first 4+ minutes, Terry, Auburn showed some things. Yeah, Michigan still outscored them 13-11.
Yes, they did. We talk about how Michigan is continuing to make things difficult for Auburn to score the basketball. Well, that's what you want. You want your team to stay hungry, and the sky's the limit for a team. If you're going to stay hungry up 30, that's special.
Jovic for Auburn, hands off Pettiford, ponders a shot from Mandalay Bay. Instead, delivers left wing Overton. Bumped by Burnett. Overton slithers in. High banker, no, but a foul coming on Michigan. There's a lot of contact really on both sides during that exchange. Burnett charged with the foul. It is his second, and the team's fourth of the half.
Yeah, I'm not understanding why that's not on the floor at that.
Yeah, that's a fair point. So Overton at the stripe. Third season, third collegiate stop. He was an all-freshman performer in the Missouri Valley Conference at Drake 2 seasons ago. Cashes in the first free throw, 72-43. Michigan's lead down to 29. And a bench option, averaged 8 points a ball game for Texas Tech, a good team last year. Second free throw, airborne and pure, 72-44, 28-point lead for Michigan. That was my dad's lucky number when he came to Vegas, 28. Won some roulette spins with that number.
Oh, something's telling me you're going to put something on 28 here tonight, huh?
Right side, Burnett. Underhand lead for Mara. Missed the bunny from 3 feet away, straight on. Rebound down to Keyshawn Hall. Right to left come the Tigers with Michigan in front, 72-44. At the 15-minute mark of this second half.
Yeah, Mara's got to be ready to finish that.
Mara, 1 point. That was his first field goal attempt. Point right, 3-ball, Pettiford up and good. He is a walking bucket. Give him 16 on the night, 72-47 U of M.
Yeah, how good is that young man? I tell you, he's a handful.
At 20 in the Sweet 16 win for Auburn over Michigan last March. Mara on a low pass from Cadeau. Couldn't corral it. Ball on the deck. And a jump ball. Mara frustrated with himself. Dusty May put his hands over his eyes in frustration.
Yeah, and I mean, they want to stick with Mara, but he's got to get it together here. I mean, you're giving him all kind of chances, and you don't want him to lose confidence, but he's kind of beating up on himself right now.
Yeah, and credit the Wolverines. They were dapping him up, trying to encourage him after the turnover on the jump ball. Williams-Adams shovels it Hall. In between the circles, Pettiford. Steps back, left wing 3. A rainmaker over Lendeborg. Too strong. Offensive rebound inside Williams-Adams. His banker doesn't go. And a strong rebound by Mara. Then he got fouled by Pettiford. That's a nice little bounce back from a dime Mara, who coaxes the foul on Pettiford.
Yeah, someone has to teach him to chest that ball, get those chicken wings out, and I just stop reaching in there because those things are sharp there.
Michigan's lead is 25. They haven't scored in a little bit more than 2 game minutes. As we sit at the 14-minute mark of the second half, Lendeborg jumping past left wing Cadeau, fakes it past left, gives it back Lendeborg right, whip it in Mara, and Mara coaxes a foul again. This time on Sebastian Williams-Adams, the freshman from Houston, Texas.
Yeah, and I love the fact that they're sticking to the game plan offensively and they're not going away from Mara. Usually you have a teammate, you throw him a couple passes and he bobble it. It's like, I'm not throwing it back in there to him. That's a walking turnover. So good that they're having confidence to try to get that back into him.
After his 4th foul, Williams-Adams exits. Keyshawn Murphy back in. Inbound Lendeborg over to the left pocket. Gale around a Mara screen. Back Yaks, right wing to Cadeau. Wide open catch and shoot, right corner 3. A little bit too much on it. Offensive rebound, Burnett flings it up there off glass, no, but he gets fouled. It's Pettiford again, number 3 on Auburn's leading scorer, Tahad Pettiford. 2 more free throws for Damari Burnett, who Terry keeps racking up those offensive rebounds here in Vegas. That's his 5th.
Yeah, he's sticking around the basket. I talked about that was one of the keys, all hands on deck. And Damari got the memo, that's for sure, because he's sticking around trying to get some rebounds.
72-47, Wolverines, 13-41 to carry in this ball game. Burnett bends the knees, pauses, settles, sights, shoots, and connects. Michigan ending a 2-minute, 40-second scoring drought. As Cadeau leaves, Kaysen returns. Find holiday gifts on their wish list and yours with ease this season and get great deals along the way at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. One more for Damari Burnett. He's got 12, shot up, rattles home. Give him 13 and a respite as Trey McKinney chimes in for Michigan. Right to left come the Tigers, who had a brilliant season last year, 32-6, won the SEC in the regular season, got to their second ever Final Four, but replaced pretty much everybody other than Pettiford, who has the basketball in between the circles. Drifts to the left wing, guarded by McKinney. Fires a pass right wing, Hall. Shot clock at 7. Jump stop, splits 2. Tries to slap a pass inside, deflected. Mara intercepted Kaysen. Cross-court pass, McKinney. Right corner, and he steps on the sideline. Well, he's done that a few times this year. And another one here, turnover, Michigan, just their 6th.
Yeah, I'm almost going with once a game, almost. It's something that he's going to have to be aware of, because he's one of those guys that runs those lanes, and if you need to take a quick look down.
A palindrome score on this Tuesday night, 74-47 Michigan. 13-minute mark of the second half now. Pettiford around a modest hedge from Murphy. Tries to bounce a feed in toward Murphy. Bounce back to him, now gets it to their big man Murphy. Finger rolls it on the right side and scores it low on that right block. 25-point Michigan lead now, 74-49.
Yeah, Michigan's kind of going back to a little zone defense then. And one thing you can't allow happen is that ball to just drop right down in the teeth of your defense.
McKinney stops at the head of the key. Over to Kaysen. He'll dial up a right wing 3 and knock it down. That one deep on the strip. 77-49 Wolverines. 12:21 left.
And that's something that Kaysen has been working on, is that three-point shot, and it's good to see him being able to knock one down.
Jovic, left point for the navy blue-clad Auburn Tigers, whose only loss this season came by a point against Houston in Birmingham. Jovic, underhand leave. Layup no good for Murphy. Rebound, Mara playing better after that turnover moments ago. Kaysen, flip it left side, Gale. Back over Kaysen. 77-49 Michigan. Kaysen, right elbow, gets bumped and fouled by Keyshawn Murphy before he steps back. Timeout on the floor. Wolverines up 28, 77-49 on the Auburn Tigers. Back with more after this with 11:50 to play on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Hometown feel and big-time winning. That's Saginaw Eagles Landing, the place where everyone greets you with smile after smile. In the casino, at the restaurants, or in the hotel, this is a getaway that makes you feel right at home. We've got hundreds of slots, great food, and a comfy place to stay. So come on in and see what the good times are all about. Saginaw Eagles Landing Casino and Hotel. Real fun, real friendly.
Visit Saginaw-EaglesLanding.com for complete rules and details.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
If you haven't listened to the Defend the Block podcast, here's what you've been missing.
With Will Cheddar, I think that's what our team really needs to be focused on, that 1-0 mentality. Obviously, everyone's aware of what everyone's saying. It's kind of inevitable. If you have a cell phone, you know what's going on. But being able to kind of block that out.
Defend the Block, covering Michigan basketball all year long on MGO Blue Podcasts. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
77-49, all maize and blue here tonight. Hail to the victors indeed. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield. On this Thanksgiving week, so thankful you're joining us here And hey, if you are having a lot of fun, 77-49, Michigan leading Auburn with the national champion Terry Mills and our host Rob Joyce. I'm Brian Bush. Listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the SiriusXM app. How have you seen Adai Mara with baby steps for the 7'3" product get a little bit better there in that last stint?
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of showed his hands a little bit and got a little bit better. And
dangerous pass. Gale somehow got it to Kaysen on a one-hopper that was a lob. Left elbow, feed McKinney. We'll get more of Terry's thoughts on Mara after this three from Trey McKinney. No good. Rebound Auburn.
Yeah, I mean, he's been able to shore up and catch the basketball. So you talk about them going to a zone defense. He's got to be able to put his hands up and become a deterrent in the inside when players come in there.
Dusty May calls those players irritants. Step back, long two from the head of the key by Caden Magwood is good. 77-51 Michigan. 11-11, make a wish on this Tuesday night in Vegas. Free throw line drive, jump stop by Johnson, misses it short. Ball popped up in the air with a fisted punch by Will Cheddar, but it's secured by Auburn's Magwood. 11 to play, 77-51 U of M. Magwood dribbling left wing. English is a pass to Hall, who has just 10 points. Came in averaging 22 a ball game. Free throw line, Murphy now pulls up, long two, no. Tries to coax a foul from the officials, didn't get it with some good acting. Up ahead, Gale, slithers left block, banks and scores it. Roddy Gale Jr., he's up to 10, and all of that has come in this second half.
Yeah, he's become one of the better players in transition of using the opposing defense, if you will. Have guys running into one another as he lays it in.
Long two, up and no good. Short by Magwood. Rebound Michigan. 8 of 10 for Gale in this second half. He had 2 at intermission. McKinney flips left side. Kaysen a three. And he thuds it off the heel and it drops down. He hoisted that thing from Excalibur. And the Wolverines have a game-high 31-point lead midway through the second half. It's 82-51.
Yeah, I guess he has something to be thankful for, huh? Besides that brick there he just threw up that ended up going in.
Oh, everything working for Michigan tonight. Left side, here's Jovic, double clutch, and he misses it. Airmailed it over the rim, but it was because of a foul. And it comes on Michigan's Will Cheddar. Number 3 on him, and the 5th for Michigan in the half.
Yeah, he shot a 3 and it just died. Literally died on the back iron, rolled in.
A football focus from the crowd as Jovic able to cash in on the free throw, 82-52. Oscar Goodman comes out there for the first time. We might have seen the end of the line today from Yaxel Lendeborg, Terry. 17 points, 25 minutes. Remember, yesterday against San Diego State, the Wolverines, very balanced overall. All 9 rotation players, 15 to 26 minutes, and 6 to 15 points. Second free throw pops ajar, and the rebound McKinney. That's huge for a 3-game and 3-day setting. Michigan will be as well rested as most teams going into the final day of competition. Step back, Kaysen, another 3. This one off the heel and doesn't fall in, but Cheddar storms in for the rebound. Gale, rainmaking right wing 3 goes. Everything's dropping. Oh, that bucket looks like it's massive right now for Michigan. 85-52 Wolverines. Might be able to make a simile on every hotel on the strip. That's like the Bellagio Fountains. Left point, 3-ball. Magwood good over McKinney. Tough shot, 85-55 Michigan. 9 minutes to play.
Yeah, Roddy Gale has became an elite 3-point shooter, huh?
He's 3 of 5 today. Drives in this time. Didn't get it to go. That's his second bunny he's missed. Lone blemishes on what's been another sterling effort from Gale. 85-55 Michigan, 8:40 on a rolling second half timer. Right side Hall, jab step on Goodman. Good defensive rep for him. Drive in, floater no, and a blocking foul charged on LJ Kaysen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what a charge is and what is it right now.
So 2 free throws for Keyshawn Hall. He's had a twisting, turning collegiate career. Played here in Vegas his freshman season at UNLV, deep reserve, 11 minutes a game. And George Mason, 2 seasons ago, averaged 17 and 8 rebounds. Free throw up and good. Last year, UCF, 19.7 boards. He's won 59 games coming into this season with the Rebels, George Mason, and then UCF. But never gotten to the NCAA tournament. Trying to do that here with Auburn.
Yeah, the collegiate career has been something spectacular, but Dusty kind of shared a few things with us about him being on the AAU circuit that lost 100 pounds, huh?
Yeah, he was north of 3 bills. It was a big guard was the nickname for him. Both free throws good for Hall. 85-57 Michigan right wing. Lendeborg a 3. Missed it short. Offensive board. Gale reverses and scores. I mean, just clockwork from Roddy Gale Jr. And then it was knocked out of bounds by McKinney. I thought what Dusty May said after the game yesterday, saying, I can't remember a game in a Michigan uniform where he was more impactful. And remember what he did against Texas A&M, and he thought that yesterday he was that good. He's up there again today helping Michigan to a 30-point lead.
Well, I think, for one, he's embraced that role of coming off the bench. And whenever you can get a guy to buy in, knowing that he's going to get his minutes when he comes in.
Jovic, thanks, misses. Offensive rebound and a foul.
Oh,
yes,
counted
foul on Hall, or on Michigan. So Hall will go to the line on the bump charge to Oscar Goodman. So Auburn pulls it within 28, 87-59, 7:55 left. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Experiencing a Wolverines game is a lot like life. We honor traditions. We shed tears for a loss, but also for a win. And every time we step on the court, it's a chance for greatness. Farm Bureau Insurance sees the connection and is a proud supporter of University of Michigan athletics. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
The excitement, the passion, the tradition.
And the Wolverines win the Big Ten Tournament Championship, and they forge a lifelong bond.
This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
My mom has taken up going to the park to practice yoga.
My dad's going to a club, but not a book club, a salsa club.
Finding new hobbies comes with age.
My mom has started getting lost and not knowing where she's going.
Becoming lost or disoriented doesn't. Confusion with time or place may be a sign of Alzheimer's. An early diagnosis can help improve the quality of life for your loved one. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Man, I love my kids so much. I once sat for 3 hours in the cold rain to watch her soccer team lose by 18 goals.
I love my kids so much, I once used a tube to suck snot out of her stuffed nose at 3 a.m.
You win.
Love your kids? Love them enough to make sure they're in the right car seat. From toddlers to tweens, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to find the right seat for their age and size. Keep them safe. Visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
87-59 Wolverines ready to punch their ticket to the championship game tomorrow. They've all but locked it down. Rob Joyce, to tell us who you think is most likely to be Michigan's opponent for what would be a 9 o'clock Eastern time airtime, 9:30 or thereabouts tip-off tomorrow night.
Yeah, you're looking at point differential. So right now it's Tennessee through 2 games have a plus 23-point differential. Gonzaga can catch them. Gonzaga right now leads Maryland 36-25 late in the first half. If Gonzaga wins by 14 or more over the Terps, it'll be the Zags tomorrow. If it isn't, or if Maryland comes back and wins by a billion, then it'll be the Terps, but that doesn't seem likely. So either Gonzaga if they win by 14 or more, otherwise it'll be Tennessee.
And Tennessee, we were watching that game before taking the air. What a big-time win. Boy, Houston, they are tough as nails, but Tennessee, the blowout of Rutgers, and then a really good win against the Cougars. Free throw good, the and one for Hall, 87-60. Michigan with 7:46 left. Lendeborg, left point, left alone for three, didn't take it. Back to Cadeau. He'll drive, crossover, underhand leave. Morrow went for the jam, had it blocked away by the Tigers. Here comes Auburn down 27. Hall all the way, rejected on a chase down block by Lendeborg. Deflects into the arms of Jovic, who finishes low on the right for Auburn. Michigan not slowing down. Lendeborg, left pocket, directs traffic with a point left hand. Now dump it down Morrow, one-on-one against Jovic. Looks around, absorbs a double team, vacates left wing Lendeborg. 7:11 to play, 87-62 Wolverines. Gale considers a skip pass, instead steps back. Left wing three, front iron and out. Morrow with the board and an easy finish over the left side of the rim. 89-62 Michigan, inside of 7 minutes remaining.
I like the way Morrow bounced back then. I mean, I thought maybe they got away with it in there, but he didn't give up on the play when it came back down.
Williams Adams playing with 4 fouls. Leave it for Hall. Shot fake in the paint, and his shot rejected by Mara. Deflects to Goodman. Spinning dribble by Gale. Loses the handle and a foul called. Gale might have gotten away with a palming, but then the bump sends Roddy Gale Jr. to the free throw line for what should be a 1-and-1. But hey, ball don't lie. And with the way Michigan's played, they've earned any sort of call in this one. A 40-point win over San Diego State, up 27 on the nationally ranked Auburn Tigers. Gale's front end of the 1-and-1. Shot up there and swished. Michigan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, where the mountains go blue. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado beer. Second one follows in the first. 91-62 Michigan.
Yeah, I was telling my teammate Mark Hughes, who was in attendance here, that Auburn's fan base travel well. Because, you know, we've seen them before, you know, in the Sweet 16. But I tell you what, never disappointed in Michigan's fan base, no matter where we go. I know we're large in New York, but I tell you what, Vegas.
Oh, I've seen a bunch
they've came. They showed up and showed out.
Bunch of block M's around here today, all week long. After the 2 free throws, Winters Grady checks in for Oscar Goodman. Free throw line, Magwood steps back, fades, front iron twice and spills out. Morrow with the rebound. Adai up to 7 boards. He's played with more assertiveness here in this half. So is Cadeau, who reverses, couldn't get it to fall on a layup attempt left block. Rebound, Auburn. 6 minutes left, Michigan by 29, and a foul called on a drive left baseline by Williams Adams. Boy, it sure looked like a jump ball that Mara coaxed instead. 2 free throws for the Tigers.
Well, I want to see more of that from Mara. I'm not going to encourage him not to go up there and do that.
First free throw, flat.
Yeah.
Williams Adams. Auburn is 15 of 26 from the stripe.
Yeah, that's the basketball gods coming around saying, you're exactly right.
So one more for Sebastian Williams Adams. It's up, and it's in and out. Rebound offensive by Freeman. Some contact, fell to the deck. No whistle when he loses it. Cheddar has it for Michigan. To Cadeau, right point. Has Williams Adams on him defensively. 5:47 remaining, 91-62 Michigan. Burnett, jumping pass, left corner. Here's Cheddar for a 3. Front iron and out. And a loose ball foul comes on Auburn. And Williams Adams is done. 5th foul in 20 minutes. Just 2 rebounds and 1 point. Michigan suffocated the freshman.
Yeah, what a frustrating evening for that young man.
Going to be awkward walking just past the Auburn meeting room to the Michigan room. It's so condensed over at the hotel. All 18 teams are in the same hotel.
Yeah.
I said hi to somebody with San Diego State who was friendly with me yesterday. I saw him today. He wasn't as enthused to see me.
It wasn't that friendly, huh?
No. Free throw no good, rebound Auburn.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the same here. I mean, I spoke to a couple of Auburn players, which, I mean, I would have to say all the kids are real nice and cordial, but wondering what's that conversation going to be like tomorrow.
Well, hopefully, it'll probably take a different elevator. Here's Jovic, spins in to reach and foul. comes on Michigan. 5:21 remaining, 91-62 Michigan. And the foul on Will Cheddar, number 4 on him. So as Rob Joyce detailed, looking like the 2 candidates for Michigan tomorrow night, which will, again, for our network affiliates, we knew it was going to be a unique setup. We're going to find out the Michigan time a lot earlier than most people will find out their start times tomorrow. Free throw good. Michigan will be a 9:30 Eastern time tip tomorrow. We'll be on the air at 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock here in Vegas along the network. It'll be the game after the third place game, which is still very much up in the air. Second free throw is short, rebound Mara. But either Gonzaga, if they win by 14 over Maryland, or Tennessee, who had a big win over Houston tonight. Burnett puts his head down with the left hand, takes it all the way and scores it low on the left. Michigan's lead inflates to 30 again with 5:05 remaining.
Yeah, and they've kept it at that, and that's what I got a lot of respect for this team, to be able to hold Auburn at bay. I mean, usually you'll have teams make a run, get back in it a little bit, but
Walker long 3 right wing, does not go. Offensive rebound, Jovic, and then he gets fouled. Boy, if it weren't a 30-point game, you have some frustrations with the whistles here tonight.
Yeah. I guess no matter what, I'm kind of like the coaches. The coaches are still coaching, and I'm still complaining.
I believe the Michigan bench started a bit of a chant saying, "We want Charlie." Charlie May, little red cheeks down there. A little embarrassed.
Yeah.
The free throw's no good.
Hey, Charlie's a fan favorite, man. They love it when Charlie gets in the game.
And Chris Williams, Michigan's trainer, going over to tape him up. So it might be Charlie May's turn here soon. Because the margin does not matter now with Michigan pummeling Auburn 93-63. Jovic misses both. Goodman the rebound for Michigan. Boy, Auburn 16 for 31 from the line. That's one of the many issues from them. But it's one of the few that's been self-inflicted. Michigan has been the irritant so frequently. Left of the lane line, Mara. Attempts to draw a foul, spins, leans in, and scores. There's the aggressiveness from Adai. 95-63 Michigan.
I like that rip through by Mara.
Drive in, feed to Jovic. Goes up, had it blocked by Mara. Spiked it up against the window. Went for another lay-in as he got the ball back, and Mara with a hard block attempt. They're actually going to call the foul before it on Oscar Goodman. So free throws for Auburn, 4:13 left, 95-63 Wolverines.
Well, Mara's that long. I mean, you had a Auburn player where he had caught it down low, tried to put the shoulder into him to get a little separation, but it didn't matter.
Malik Cordell heads to the scorer's table for Michigan. Jovic's free throw good. 95-64 Michigan. Cordell comes in. And Mara leaves. He really salvaged something out of tonight, didn't it, I?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It wasn't going his way to start the ball game, but Michigan know they're going to need him in the long run, and they continue to cheer him on. And
second one up and good from Filip Jovic.
Yeah, I'm looking at Malik Cordell to really get after it. He was kind of upset that they took that 2 points away from him yesterday. Don't get a whole lot of playing time, but he had a putback, and they didn't reward him for it.
Yeah, we'll get Tom Wyrot to fix that for Michigan. Right corner, here's Goodman for 3. It's strong. Rebound Murphy for Auburn. Michigan has made 13 threes tonight. Magwood takes it in, misses a lay-in. Good contest from Cordell, deflects to McKinney. He's urging Michigan to push. No-look feed. Grady catch and shoot right wing 3. It's strong. Back tap rebound, though, by Goodman to Kaysen. Kaysen gives it back to Oscar. Drives in. Goes for the jam! Thunders it down over Jovic. And the Michigan bench spills to the deck in celebration.
Oh, boy.
Oh, big Oscar Goodman. Bad intentions here in Sin City. Oh, that bench loving life right now. Magwood left wing, over to the right side, and Freeman. 3 minutes to play, 97-65 Michigan. 3-ball up and left from Murphy. McKinney the board. Michigan looking for the century mark. With 2:50 to play, up by 32. McKinney surveys the scene. Drives in, slows down, whip it left side. Grady tries three. There's 100. Everybody getting involved. 1-0-0 for Michigan against the number 21 team in the land. 2:22 left. Michigan has played 12, 11 have scored. And here's the We Want Charlie. Left side, Magwood, floater, good contest by Goodman, and it's no good. Rebound, Kaysen, up ahead, Euros in the lane, and he loses it out of bounds. And the fans will get what they want. Charlie May set to check in when we come back. 2:03 to play, 100-65 on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Since 1980, Grand Traverse Resort and Spa has been a Michigan vacation tradition. A place where lake views meet legendary fairways, where spa days turn into starry nights, and where family memories last for generations. Whether it's a summer getaway, a fall color tour, or a cozy winter escape, your perfect Michigan vacation starts here. Grand Traverse Resort and Spa, a Michigan tradition since 1980. Book your getaway at GrandTraverseResort.com. Proud partner of Michigan Athletics.
Michigan fans, choose chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes those moments when you choose to rise above the noise and choose chill even better. Coors Light is a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics, so crack one open and take a sip. Coors Light, choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Beer.
Honey, did you pay the rent this month? Because I just received a late notice.
Sorry, what's that?
Wait, are you gambling online again?
Me? No, not at all.
If managing the bills and your betting has become a challenge, self-excluding from online gambling or sports betting might be for you. Learn more at don'tregretthebet.org. A message from the Michigan Gaming Control Board. Have a gambling problem? Call the National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross, we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Michigan 100, Auburn 65. Brian Bush, Terry Mills, and Rob Joyce with you. It's been this way for a while, but we're at the last call here tonight. This last call presented by Founders Brewing Company, a proud sponsor of Michigan Athletics. It's not a Michigan game day without a Michigan-made beer. Founders Brewing Company, welcome to Craft. Michigan was up by 28 at the half, Terry, and yet they have ignored basically the score. They're up 7 since halftime.
And you know what? It's hard as a coaching staff to get your players to continue to be hungry with that big of a lead. I've always heard the cliches of don't play the scoreboard. It's 0-0. And we as players used to be like, no, coach, we're up 30. It's not 0-0. But, you know, for them to have that mentality to not play the scoreboard, that's a special team. And not only that, you didn't have players just start hunting for shots saying, hey, I'm trying to get my numbers right now. They continued to play the right way.
The crowd got what they wanted with Charlie May on the floor with Goodman, Grady, McKinney, and Cordell. Right elbow jumper up and no good from Magwood. Only Cordell peels off the rebound. So all of Michigan's active players have come into the ballgame, and all but 2, May and Cordell, have scored. In between the circles, McKinney takes the left lane line. Flip it over to May, bobbled it out of bounds. As we spotlight today's best in the game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Terry, this is a tough challenge for a second consecutive game. Who's your best tonight?
Oh, man, I'm giving it to the whole team, man.
Okay.
It's a team effort. I'm going to be fair about that. It's so hard to just pick one individual player. I got to give this a team effort.
I will confer with the Old Dominion headquarters and make sure. Left side, 3 ball pumped up there by Magwood. In and out, offensive rebound. And put back there from Jovic, 100-67. Michigan won by 40 against San Diego State. That was their 5th most lopsided neutral site win. This one's going to get close. Left corner, Grady, another 3. It's strong. Weak side offensive rebound by McKinney. To May, right wing for 3. Air ball. We'll call it a pass. Cordell went for the lay-in. No, and then Walker loses it out of bounds. They're pumping the oxygen in Vegas. Maybe that was.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I mean, Charlie was getting his thumb wrapped up there, but.
Mark Hughes would never have had a shot like that. Fun to catch up with him this week. Cordell travels with it on a bad inbound from Michigan. And hey, Dusty May, you talk about a team locked in. He's still coaching. He was upset with that sequence. Whereas the Michigan fans have moved on for a moment. .43 seconds left, 100-67 Michigan. At the point, 3-ball Walker up and front rim off. Rebound tapped up against the window. Saved and scored by Blake Mashalik, the junior, in there for the final moments. 31 seconds left, 100-69 Michigan. McKinney battling against Walker, freshman on freshman in a bump. And Dusty May, I think he's frustrated with Cordell about something away from the ball. Dusty May, he does not settle. He is not complacent. Up 31, getting ready for a championship tilt tomorrow night. He is coaching as if it's tied.
Yeah, and you know the bad part about it, this coaching staff is so in detail. They'll break that film down on Cordell and basically say, this is what you did while you were in the game. You were supposed to be running, and here you are in a jog. You know, so they're holding everyone accountable.
Michigan 101, Auburn 69, as McKinney makes the first free throw after that bump. One more for Trey McKinney. Knocks it down, 102-69. So the Wolverines into triple figures for the second time this year. Had that 121-point explosion against Oakland in the opener. 19 seconds left, right wing 3-ball up and good. It's a 3 for Caden Magwood. He has 8. Shot clock dark. And Michigan has lit up Las Vegas. A 40-point win over San Diego State, then a 30-point victory over Auburn tonight. Michigan plays for a championship in the Players Era Festival tomorrow night. Wolverines 102, Auburn 72. We got one more in-game timeout to take. We'll do that for you next. Then Rob and Terry break it down. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
A lot of life can happen between sips of Dasani. You know, the life moments, big and small, that are worth getting thirsty for. Like organizing a family movie night under the stars. Or hearing an old favorite song and having an impromptu dance party. Or finding a new dinner recipe that the whole family loves. The crisp, clean taste of Dasani was made for all of life's thirst-worthy moments. Dasani, because life happens between sips.
Subscribe to the official podcast home of Michigan Athletics and Go Blue Podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. This is the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
Introducing Celsius, the energy you need for Michigan basketball. Pop open a can of Celsius and experience a refreshing taste made with proven ingredients, 0 sugar, and essential vitamins, helping you keep up with every play and celebration. Whether you're in the Chrysler Center or cheering from your couch, Celsius keeps you energized for every basket. Find Celsius at a retailer near you or at Celsius.com. Celsius. Live fit. Go.
Just like your favorite sports team, you need a solid defense to protect what's important to you. Whether it's your business, home, or auto, Turn to Hylant and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance to keep you covered. Visit Hylant today at www.hylant.com/defense. That's www.hylant.com/defense.
Michigan emphatically moves on to the championship game of the Players Era Festival. 102-72 the final tonight over Auburn, led by 28 at halftime, and still managed to outscore the Tigers by 2 in the second half. Post-game show coming up next. Terry and I will break down tonight's 30-point romp on the Michigan Sports Network from Learfield.
We asked our team, why did you choose to work for Michigan Medicine? Here are some of their answers.
Being able to interact with patients, offer them hope, and hopefully giving them care that they couldn't receive anywhere else is the biggest thing.
Because it's the best of the best. We have great benefits, we have great leadership.
I love what I do. This is a place where you want to be if you're looking to make change.
To our team, we say, thank you for choosing us. We shape the future of healthcare together at Michigan Medicine.
Some drinks come in a bottle, some in a can. Only one comes in a ball and brings the buzz. We're Buzz Balls, the ready-to-go cocktail that's shaped like a ball. Coincidence? We think not. Big flavor, big buzz, ready to go. Buzz Balls. It's a ball. It's a drink. It's a whole vibe. Please drink responsibly. Buzz Balls, available in spirit, wine, and malt. 15% alcohol by volume. Buzz Balls, LLC, Carrollton, Texas.
Brian and Terry are back in 1 minute. This is Michigan basketball from Learfield.
Get ready. The year-end sales event is here. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Easy Plan customers who trade in their current vehicle can lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month for 36 months, with only $369 cash due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title taxes and license fees. Not all buyers will qualify for low-mileage Ford Credit Red Carpet Lease. Payment includes $1,000 RCL cash, $1,000 open trade assist, and $500 AXZD BFG open bonus cash. Offers are only valid on package 200A. Take new retail delivery from an authorized Ford dealer stock by December 2nd. See dealer for qualifications and details. So right now during the year-end sales event, lease a Bronco Sport Big Bend for $369 a month for 36 months. Only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first.
It's time to break down today's Michigan basketball game. Welcome to the postgame show. Highlights, stats, and interviews are on the way. Now, here's your host, Rob Joyce.
No luck needed for Michigan through the first 2 games of the Players Era Festival. A combined 70-point wins, 40 points last night over San Diego State, and tonight a 102-72 romp over Auburn. Coming up, have all the highlights, give through the box score here from head coach Dusty May and 1 or 2 Michigan players. But as always, break down tonight's game. Rejoin Terry Mills from Vegas. And boy, Terry, I feel like we can copy and paste last night's conversation and apply it tonight. What impressed you more, the defense, which I know in the second half Auburn scored 41. I think it was more just game management, or the offense that put up 102 points?
The defense, because the defense really kind of set the tone for the offense. When you come out and you play defense like that and you're dialed in and know your assignments and know your personnel and you're on that string and you're following the game plan, that's just special. And if I was to go ask the guys, they would just, I guarantee you they would say that it was the defense that done it also, because they were really dialed in.
Another dominant effort, plus 20 again, plus 18 points in the paint, plus 16 in rebounding. It felt like really early on, I feel like it was Morris Johnson who set the tone down low in Michigan.